Table Talk, the only place where we talk about your topics, questions, and things from the hashtag Table Talk and the Reddit/r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Reina Scully.
And I'm William Haynes.
Yeah, and folks, today's episode of Table Talk is brought to you by our friends at Full Sail University, the #1 destination for film and video gaming degrees. You can get a mobile degree or a gaming degree, and you can get a laptop packed with all the best software to make your dreams come true.
That sounds pretty Gucci to me.
Did you know that there's a bunch of people here at SourceFed who all went to Full Sail?
It's amazing.
Wow.
Are now working for us.
Wow,
It's
they are very
important.
skilled in the things they do
Yeah.
because they learned it in an environment that is good for learning.
An education environment.
See, when I get education, I like to do it in a good environment.
So if you want to learn about Full Sail University, you can go to fullsail.edu/sfnerd to learn about all the wonderful programs that they have to offer. Hey.
Hey! You want to take the first dip? I just like to mix it around with my fingers.
That's because you Asian.
Okay, you're right. You're
Am
right.
I right?
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, woks, fried rice, noodles,
Stir fry.
stir fry,
I
seaweed
get
salad.
it.
I like to play with it
With
because it's
your
all
fingers?
No, with chopsticks.
Oh, it still doesn't make any
Is there
sense.
any finger food in all of Asia?
Has
anyone ever-
Pocky.
Paki. I mean, I
Paki.
consider katsu once it's like sliced.
But has
No.
anyone ever
It
made a
still gets
sandwich in
dirty,
Asia?
oily.
Has there ever been a single sandwich made in Asia?
Yeah,
they're
banh mi in Vietnam.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
I mean, but has anybody like taken 2 slices of bread, put peanut butter and jelly on either side of them in Asia?
no,
one
that is
time?
highly a Western thing to do.
Not ever once.
Not
No one
ever
No
once.
one's ever eaten.
Not twice.
Not even twice.
Not even twice.
All right, I accept it.
All right.
Peanuts belong in a stir fryer on a kung pao, not in a sandwich. Read a book.
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
Oh, sweet. Okay, this comes from the Reddit. Sierran119 writes, your life depends on you ingesting a pint of sand. How do you go about it? Example, baked into a cake or snorted. No methods are barred from this discussion.
I have many questions.
Okay.
I have a lot of questions
Okay.
regarding that.
Well, you can't, here's the thing. We're just talking about if this was necessary. So getting into the logic of why we need to consume sand, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe
Wait, hold on. What
we
was
had
gonna be
maybe we had
why.
way too much water.
And it has to absorb it?
It has to absorb the water inside.
Okay.
And
how
rice
do we-
just wasn't gonna do the trick.
Is it okay? My question was, would it be over a certain amount of time, or is that one freaking pint in one
I
sitting?
feel like it's one sitting.
that's
Well,
hard.
no, actually, you know what? It's open interpretation. So what,
Right.
are you gonna do multiple?
How much is a pint? How much is like?
Pint's kind of a lot, dude.
Like you know,
I mean, it's like a tall glass.
dumb kids eat that candy called Lucas. It's basically sand with
What's
like
Lucas?
Lucas. It's like it's sand, but it's like it's like hot, spicy sand. And
Is
you
it
just,
like pixie stick?
Is that like fun
spicy?
dip? What is that?
It's like Fun Dip, except
Except
it'll-
not fun.
It doesn't
not
sound
fun.
fun at
It'll
all.
definitely give you diabetes, and it's just like they have
Spicy
different
diabetes.
types
Spicy
of Lucas, but there's
diabetes.
kind of you pour out.
Diabetes el flagrante.
It's pretty disgusting.
And
so
you lick it off your hands?
kids do that.
I
so
don't
if
like it.
you add a little bit of sugar to your sand, and you just like. You're
I
good.
don't know.
I don't know. Sand is basically crushed glass. I mean, I like the baked into a cake option.
Yeah, that was
because
smart.
I mean, people were
How much
ingest.
cake are you gonna eat?
It has to be a lot.
a lot of cake.
Because it has to
It's gonna be a
mask
lot
the
of cake. A lot
sandy
of cake.
crap.
Yeah, I mean, if you mix it in with the cinnamon and sugar, and then you throw that all in there.
It's gonna be disgusting still.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
What about as a beverage? Like, you know, like you quickly stir and then drink and stir and drink and stir
Oh,
and
so you
drink.
just need like a little
gross.
sand at a time.
Yeah.
And it's just like a colloidal mixture.
Yeah, because I can't imagine chewing it. Have you had sand in your mouth?
it's awful.
the worst.
It's the worst.
So I don't want to chew it. I need to swallow it.
You know, maybe I bake it into like some kind of crispy like chips.
All right.
You know, and you get like a couple of flecks
kind
of
of
sand
chips?
per chips.
You're
like
gonna
a
need, like-
pita chip.
you're gonna need
something
800
dense.
pounds.
Something dense where you're getting a nice amount of crunch.
Do you
to it.
add salt to that because you already have that nice little garnishing on top of it because of the sand?
I think as long as you add citrus, as long as you're squeezing some fresh lime over it, you know, that will help mask the
So if you
flavor.
put the chips, the
No.
pita sand chips in a bag, and you add your little citrus to it, do you shake up the bag?
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
then you do some sea salt and some black pepper, then you shake it so you get the juice pepper, and salt evenly distributed. Exactly.
But then if you shake it too much though, the salt is all gonna go down on the bottom and you're just gonna have to like do that with the bag.
Well, wait a second.
It's
If we just
awful.
have to get it into our body, why don't we just do it through an IV drip?
Or like up your butt. IV drip sounds like it hurts more than
'Cause it's in your veins?
Yeah, it should just go up your butt.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
You.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was me.
Damn.
Oh! I liked the arc it
Well,
made.
I'll just take a spoon and just have it. by
Just
itself.
straight?
Just straight.
Are
I
you
take
gonna
it
chew or
straight.
just, like,
just
straight
like I take
swallow?
my coffee. No, I don't.
You take your coffee
I
straight? I
just
don't
take
understand.
my coffee straight.
Okay.
Yeah. Not stirred.
Elliot Bullen from Twitter asks, would you rather puke or have diarrhea?
What kind of question is that?
I don't like either of these things. I
Now
hate
let's
diarrhea.
be honest. Oh, I have a different opinion. Diarrhea is never bad for me. If I am in an environment where I
Then
can't
you don't have diarrhea. If it's not bad for you, you don't have it.
Which is diarrhea? The one
It's the watery
liquid
one.
shit.
Yeah, the liquid kind doesn't bother me at all. It's just like, oh, I feel
Doesn't
like
it
I'm empty.
sometimes hurt?
If I'm in the right environment.
Burns your
If I'm
butthole.
at
Burns your
home,
butthole,
if
I
I'm at
agree.
home, I'm completely fine with it. It does not bother me. If I'm not at home, that's when it's horrible.
Yeah, because when you're at home, you could spend as much time as
Whereas
you want.
puking is horrible all the
I
time.
vomit free since 2011. I do not vomit.
Oh man,
I
I loved it back when I used to be able to say vomit free since 2003.
yeah.
That was awesome.
But that then that wasn't
I'm
the case.
I'm kind of hoping I vomit this year so I can say vomit free since 2014 because it rhymes, but vomit free since
No, it
2011
doesn't.
doesn't sound cool. Vomit free since 2013, 14.
14.
Third-
13.
oh.
No, none
15?
of it.
Will 15
it's
work?
3. It has to be.
3. It has to be 3.
Yeah.
So
vomit free since
Since
oh,
2023.
Here.
I have to
Well-
wait till 2020.
Oh, that's
or
from
even
How I
just
Met Your
20,
Mother.
or even just 2020, yeah, because that was
2020.
vomit free since '93. But yeah, it's not gonna have any point. So you can vomit all you want until 2020, and then
I gotta stop.
Then you gotta stop.
Vomit free since
Since 2020.
2020.
And I might jack up if I vomit on 2021. It's gonna sound horrible.
It is gonna, yeah, you're gonna mess it up.
I think 20,
You have to plan
20,
it.
I feel like
2014
by
works.
2021 we should have this whole vomiting thing
Done.
solved.
That's
I agree.
true.
There's so many things that we're still dealing with, like like.
Isn't there supposed to be a
sniffles.
C lab by then?
Yeah, just like
Oh.
suck all the mucus out of my
So good.
nose. Like, why are people still getting sick?
Well, you could just get that like baby spongy thing and it could just suck it right
I
out of
used
your
to
nose.
despise
Here's
that.
my question. If it is vomit or diarrhea, if I opt to do both at the same time for half the amount of time, is that an option?
I don't know because the volume is always different,
Okay, that's
right?
a fair
It's
point.
always different.
That's a fair point. Because I'm willing to go diarrhea and vomit through my legs for half the time versus having burning wet butthole or screaming hot mouth for a long time.
You know,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta admit vomiting is way worse. Cause like if you're diarrhea, you could do anything you want on your you could sit on
No,
your phone
you
and
have
be
to like clench.
You can't like leave the toilet.
Yeah,
Your
and it
whole
hurts
day
your
is
phone.
You
shot.
can't breathe when you're vomiting.
Yeah, but
you're
it
like,
vomiting-
You can't do anything else while vomiting. While vomiting, you know
But
you're
here's
vomiting.
the thing: with vomiting, eventually you run out of stuff to throw up,
And then you're
so you're
dry
still
heaving.
retching, and you're just
No.
dry heaving. You're puking up bile, and then you run out of bile.
No,
with
that
diarrhea,
hurts.
you just keep going.
It's like, where did I get this from?
Right, your body is just clearing out like a decade-old Doritos
Yeah, like
and
there's
roast
that penny
beef
I ate when I was
sandwich
12.
and the penny that you ate because you eat pennies on
Yeah.
Sundays.
I'm 12. At 12? That's
Who
not a
said 12?
child. He said the penny I ate when I was 12.
He was really bored, you know.
You wanted to
This
know?
isn't about me. What I'm saying
We
here,
wanna know why'd you eat that penny? We wanna know. We wanna know. Tell us why you ate the penny. Why were you 12?
So I ate the penny when I was 12 because
For science.
Why? Did you?
Science.
there was no penny. There was no penny.
Oh.
There was
Oh,
no
so
penny.
he's just doing a bit.
I'm doing a bit. I've
How
never
much
eaten a
of
penny.
what you say on a daily basis are lies?
97%. Life is so boring. Add jokes.
Add jokes.
Add bits.
Well, it means 2014.
Add jokes.
Wait, so the conclusion is you would rather have diarrhea.
Rather
Diarrhea every day. I
Because
don't
you're
care.
okay with your butt
If I'm
being
at
on
home.
fire.
If I'm at home.
If you're at home, and wait, so then if you're not at home, you're okay vomiting?
See, maybe I haven't had diarrhea in years because I'm not used to the butthole fire thing. Or maybe
No.
mine is so like tarnished that it doesn't burn anymore. Like it's like a rock.
Oh!
Maybe my butt is.
Yeah, your
I
butt
imagine-
has just become a faucet,
Yeah.
That's
and it's
so
just only a
wrong.
cold tap.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't had the burn sensation in a long time.
What about you,
And-
Reina?
Well, okay.
I'm gonna go with diarrhea.
I'm gonna opt with both for half the time.
I want to go vomit because I'm not bothered by it, and I'm really good at it. That sounds so bad, but like I don't get it anywhere.
Reina is the best at vomit.
I'm so good. Even if I'm like pissed drunk, I know to like grab my hair and just go like I know for some reason.
Is that how you vomit?
No, I go and then.
I would enjoy seeing that. If I knew you were gonna be okay, I would want to see you vomit.
Yeah. Well, okay.
This
so
like Reina will romance is taking a strange
What
turn.
romance?
The romance
But
held
again,
in the
like a-
comments.
I would just like, you know how like when
I'm
you like.
scared.
like,
Did
when
you see me?
I'd
I got,
like to
like,
take a moment
scared.
to address how often you touched Reina during that Q&A video, because
And
all anyone could talk about.
And the other one,
much.
Steve too. And the other one, Steve. There's photos of me taking the cup and giving it to Steve. I enjoy
You
that
love to
so
feed
much.
people. It's really
I
weird.
enjoy. You've never lived until you've gotten a bottle of water and poured it into someone else's mouth. It's great.
I heartily disagree.
That's not a sensation.
You haven't done it
thoroughly.
yet.
That's
I
not
have
a real
fed people
feeling.
water
Life is as
before.
boring as mine. When
Were
you
you
go
just-
home and just sit around and wait for the next day to come, this type of stuff.
When
is
I
so
go
much
home,
fun.
I sit down in my waiting chair and I sit like this
Waiting chair. Like
Yeah.
this.
until morning.
I put on my, as soon as I get home at like 4 o'clock, I put on my
morning
pajamas
time.
until about 9:30. I'm like,
You have, like,
oh,
an
time to
awkward
go to sleep.
smile?
Like
Or you
this.
just-
Like this. And if you told me to watch an anime that week, I'm watching an anime.
No, you're not. You never watch it when I tell you to
Actually,
watch
you're
it.
right. Not even until.
Not
no.
once.
No, it's been a while since I've done that. So then I just go home, and then I wait for the next
wait
day.
for tomorrow.
That's exactly how I look. Until I go to
Just a
sleep.
Straight sleep. But your mouth stays open.
My mouth stays
Yeah,
exactly
you're
like
good.
that. And maybe a little more closed, just a little.
You're gonna say a little more open, like
And someone feeds me, which is the best
in
feeling.
the middle of the night while
and
you're
then they
sleeping.
guide it down my throat, down my chest,
And then they bring it back up.
and just.
Bleh.
And then sometimes I do that, and then the nurse just like sponges.
You have a nurse.
I live in a mental institution, but
Oh, everything is explained.
All right.
That's great.
time for a
Dive
question.
right
Oh yeah, I get to read
in.
stuff. I forgot I don't know how to
Topic
read.
launcher.
Oh,
What do you do if
topic
you're on table
launcher,
talk and you don't know how to read?
Topic launcher.
Topic launcher. Topic launcher. Topic launcher.
Linda Way, whose avatar photo is a thing from One Piece. Enjoy that, Reina, a little bit.
Yes,
okay?
it's the Jolly Roger.
Said 3 things you always have in your pantry/fridge.
right.
Rice.
Rice.
Duh.
Oh, rule number 1 of Williamism. Rule number 1 of Williamism.
Williamism.
It is not a home unless you have horchata in the refrigerator. I cannot be in my house without horchata. Without the horchata.
I've
You
never
gotta
had
have-
horchata from the store. What brand?
What do you mean you have?
Tell me what brand. Teach me.
There's a couple. There's a couple. I had
Yeah, what's
two
the
usually.
finest
Two
horchata?
usually. What is it? What's the brand called? There's a kind that comes in the bottle that's shaped like this. I will
Like
show
a-
you.
like a woman?
Like a woman?
Like a woman, like a beautiful
Like a
woman.
shapely woman?
It's a Sophia
Filled with
Vergara.
rice milk?
It's a
Sophia
Sophia Vergara
Vergara.
shaped bottle, and it's called horchata.
I think
Wait,
that's
horchata
palm.
is like, it's the cinnamon rice milk, right? It's all
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
nice.
You never had it? Or
I've had it.
Oh, you've had it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
wanted to make sure for people who have never had
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yums.
Yeah, I did a video about horchata once. People were like, "What's horchata?" And I cried. In
All
my
right, so
soul.
that's one. What are
That's
the other
it.
things you need to have?
Love in my pantry.
In your pantry?
In my pantry.
What does that look like? What does that taste
He's got
like?
love in this pantry.
It's kind of salty, to be honest. Oh yeah, I'm hitting the camera.
Are you? Because only Trish has hit it so
Really,
far.
she's the only
With the
person.
She's the
machine?
only one who's hit it.
That darn woman.
Here we go.
Let's see. What would you have in your pantry?
What I have? At all times, there are at least 7 jars of peanut butter.
Oh, you love
Because
peanut
I buy
butter.
peanut butter, I buy it in bulk because it doesn't go bad for a long time, and it's a good plant fat.
I feel
it's
like you're
it's
not
a
joking.
good fat. I'm not
No, he's
kidding
not joking at all.
7
No.
jars of peanut butter.
I buy it in
Peanut
bulk.
butter.
I don't go through it that fast, but I always have enough so that just in case there's nothing in my house and I need some protein. And some good fats,
Good fats.
I will just sit there with a jar of peanut butter and
See,
eat.
my roommate gets like cookie butter.
Just say Darren.
Oh my God,
There.
cookie butter.
And he
Have you had
is
it though?
it
Cookie butter.
Is
Speculoos.
that- isn't that kinda
Speculoos.
It's so good. Wait, what do you
It's
mean? Have you
delicious,
never
but
had
it's
it?
so
I've never
bad
had it.
for you.
It's like gingerbread cookies.
Yeah, it's like crushed gingerbread cookies made
cream.
into a creamy spread.
It tastes good on anything.
But it's
missing
so
out?
bad
you are
for
missing out.
What if I pour some horchata on the spoon and just like dip
Then
it in?
it's gonna
it's
get
gonna, like,
gross 'cause it's all
coagulate.
soggy. Why would you
Or
do
Well, that's
that?
the only way I
Either
eat.
one.
That's the
All
only way I
right,
eat.
7 jars of peanut butter.
Burr.
Probably like 7 jars of beans, because again, doesn't go bad for a long time.
What
like
kind of things are in those
beans.
beans? Tell us about the.
Well,
are there
no, okay,
proteins?
no. Well, beans are actually a great source of protein and fiber. Any average can of pinto beans is probably about 2.5 servings, so that's like maybe
It really-
that's maybe 20 grams of protein and like 7.5 grams of fiber. And you need, I'm trying to think, you need 3 grams of fiber is 12% of your
Regardless,
daily
It
value.
impresses me how much you know about this stuff. I remember when I first met you, one
Yeah.
of the first things you told me, like, when you think you want chocolate, what you can actually have is an avocado, and that'll.
Or when you want meat, yeah,
When you want
because what your
meat,
body
yeah.
isn't craving, it's not craving meat or it's not craving sweets, it's craving fat. And fat is a good thing because fat is required, the lining of your cells is made out of
But I
fat.
want tasty fats.
Avocados can be really tasty.
They could. That's true. That could.
Your
Yeah.
voice completely changed
it
for
completely
that.
changed.
really
Favorite easy vegan breakfast. And like those vegan week videos are now like they're on YouTube and people are watching them and I'm mortified. Is sprouted grain bread, toasted. Take half an avocado, just mash it on there. Sriracha,
spread?
sea salt, black pepper.
I think you
maybe even
want-
some refried beans if you have them, and some pickled red onions.
You can check out the
Delicious.
rest of this recipe on SourceFed Food.
It's not a thing yet.
It should
Source
be.
food.
Not a
Source
thing,
food.
maybe
food.
ever, but it would be cool.
Food fed?
But yeah, so beans, peanut butter, and then oh man, I have some anchovy stuffed olives that are dope.
Anchovy stuffed olives.
Yeah.
That sounds stinky.
I bought those at the farmer's market, and they are my crown and glory.
Really?
When I want a salty treat, I'm gonna get in those olives. I might stay there for a while.
Sounds like a tasty treat.
Hey, olives.
Raina, what's
Welcome
in your
home.
refrigerator pantry?
Refrigerator pantry?
What's in your?
Yeah, you said rice.
100% rice. There's like a
100%
Is that
20
rice.
true,
pound.
or are you
yeah.
joking?
No, there's like a 20-pound bag in there. It's Cushy Hikari brand. Yeah, I know it's real. It's
Wow.
real. Let's see. What else do I have? What is always in there? There's always Pocky in my pantry.
Really?
Pocky is
It
so
keeps me.
processed.
It keeps me Asian.
It's not good for
Keeps
you.
me
Have you
Asian.
read the ingredients of Pocky? I'm crushing
Yeah.
a whole bunch of dreams
It's
right
like
now.
sugar, frosting, biscuit.
Not just that. There's MSG. There's stuff that isn't even food in there.
Have
There was a
you
bunch of
ever heard-
Pocky in this office,
Have you-
and I ate some, and then I flipped out when I read the ingredients.
Did you have bad poops? Did you have angry poops?
I had very foul and angry poops.
Very angry.
Have you ever heard of treat yourself?
Yeah.
I would rather treat
Treat
myself to some like
Life.
to like chocolate with 3 ingredients in it, like chocolate that's just chocolate and sugar and
Why
butter.
does this matter so much to people? Like, why? What's up with being healthy? This is America.
It does feel better. I'm not gonna lie. I was on a health kick at one point, and it physically makes you feel
Yeah.
better. You can
Really?
wake up in
You
the
don't-
morning. You
yeah.
go to sleep at a regular time. You want to
Really?
exercise.
You don't have
But
to
are
be
you
super
happy?
healthy. You don't have to eat not sweets. You can eat all the sweets you want. But if you're eating things that aren't processed, it's so much better for you. We're all eating stuff that isn't food on a daily basis, and we don't even think about it. And most of the time, I won't even care. I'll go to Popeyes. I went to Popeyes twice last week. Do you know what's in Popeyes? Bad shit.
Sing it, sister.
I fucking love Popeyes. I'd eat it every day if I could, but I can't because our bodies can't sustain it.
Wow, you should make a documentary about this.
About food. Good
think so.
food.
I'd love to, but I don't know. I don't know enough. Like people, like
No, not
you
a-
see it and like people watch it and they think I know lots of
even
stuff. I just
documentary.
know. I know just enough to not die
Not even a-
and to be annoying.
Not even a documentary, a TED Talk. You need to do a TED Talk.
Oh, a
on
TED
this.
Talk would be great.
And you don't start off slow like, "Hi, my name is Matt Lieberman." You come out off the bat. It's not real food. You just
just come out
Yeah.
screaming
Guns
like
blazing,
a lunatic.
yeah.
Exactly.
And burn up all the energy up top so
off
that it
the
can
top.
just kind of trickle
start
down.
up here. You keep your audience up here, they'll stay up here.
And I'll
They'll
just be
never
eating
go
bananas and chocolate
Yeah.
through the whole thing
Yeah.
so I can maintain my energy.
You don't need meat. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You need avocados.
They say you don't need meat, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you
Your
have an
eyes just
iron
twitch.
deficiency, then steak would be good. And also, frankly, it's true, there's no better way to get a high amount of protein into your body faster than eating the flesh of an animal. That's just fact. I'm not saying don't eat meat, I'm saying you don't have to.
Oh, actually, I have a legitimate question. Is it true that red meat doesn't get digested for like multiple years? So like it sits there and it becomes like a part of you?
It depends on how much red meat you eat. The big
like
issue,
BS.
the big issue is that we consume far more red meat than we should be eating. I mean, when I was living in Boston, I ate 1 to 2 cheesesteaks per day.
Well, in terms
day.
In terms of digestion, can I digest? Let's say I ate an entire pack of gum.
Oh wait, like you swallowed it?
Like I swallowed the entire pack.
Okay. That's
Will I
not
be
smart.
able to go
A, you'll
through
choke.
my body?
First,
Yeah.
you'll choke.
Well, I'm invincible. And
Okay, then you're fine.
I had a lot of
The
water.
rumor that that gum is
gonna
going to
die.
stay in your stomach for years on end is not true.
Yeah, but
it
meat-
eventually breaks down, but it's just harder to do it. Meat.
What
the
if I
problem
did
is
it 5
we're
minutes
eating it
ago?
and we're eating it really quickly. So there is usually, some undigested red meat that stays in your digestive tract for a long time because it doesn't get broken down properly. Because first of all, we're not chewing it properly, and then we're eating so much of it that we're not giving our body enough time to deal with the undigested red meat that's already in there.
I would like to blame George Bush in the Bush administration. Because of the Bush administration, we're consuming more meats than ever.
I'm sorry, he
Bush
promoted...
Junior or senior?
Senior, Bush Senior. In his 4
That
years
was
of
a
office.
while ago.
Yes,
That was a
1988 to
while ago.
1992, he changed the entire way we eat meat?
yes. I agree.
No, you proposed.
You said it.
You said it.
I know.
All right.
You want to get one more topic, just in case?
How long? We're long, right?
Yeah, very quickie.
I'm always
do
long.
one
Lee.
last quick one.
I'm always
One last quick one.
last quick one.
One last quick one.
What?
One last quick one.
What?
One last quick one.
Okay.
All right. Zach Richardson at Richardson Zach writes, if you could make a gun that doesn't shoot bullets but shoots anything of your choice, what would yours shoot? You guys are awesome. Mine would shoot William Haynes's.
Multiple William Haynes.
Yeah, just a spray.
Full size or
full
mini?
size. So it's like a massive tank gun hooked up to, I guess, just a big turbine that's just got Will clones.
What if they're
and I'm
all
just
dead?
firing them, and they're all like, "Hey, my dad! Hey, 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 my dad!" Like that.
Wait, yeah,
I
that's
want
gonna
them
be a
to
question.
immediately die as soon as they hit
Yeah.
the person.
Oh no, they're packed with
They're gonna-
explosive.
They hit and then they grab you
Oh.
and then they say something depressing like
They say, "I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me,"
look at
and then
me.
they explode.
And they explode?
Yeah.
So it's like bits and pieces in the end.
Exactly.
Yeah, viscera. Lots of Will viscera
And
everywhere.
they're me in all my little outfits and all my
Oh,
little
little
ties.
pieces of like your corduroy. I don't know why it's corduroy.
You just
I do
refer
not
to
wear
your
corduroy.
clothes as your little outfit.
Yes, I did. And I would like to point out that she said corduroy, and I do not wear corduroy.
Are you sure?
You meant to say cardigans.
I wear.
No, I was thinking-
I have a corduroy shirt. It's me.
Oh.
Maybe that is what I was
It's
thinking.
great on you. It's great on you.
Because in my head I was like, don't you wear something ridiculous that like a bear wears?
What would you guys
little-
put in your magic gun that can be
A
anything?
little book about corduroy bear. Okay. Yeah.
Corduroy the bear.
Is it, what's this? It's a bear.
Yeah, I know
Corduroy the
exactly what
bear.
she's
She's saying you dress like a bear.
No, I thought he was saying you.
His name's not Corduroy Bear.
It's a.
Is it just corduroy?
Yeah, it's Corduroy. His name is Corduroy, and he's wearing corduroy, and I thought that was Bill.
I don't know. It seems too easy.
I had that book as a kid though.
Yeah.
If my
Magic
gun
gun.
doesn't shoot bullets, do I need to harm people with it?
Yes.
It doesn't. I guess yeah, guns. Yeah.
Or I guess
otherwise
you
she
could
would've
help
said
people
anything.
with it. Whatever.
Well,
How though?
I
I mean, if it's a food gun.
Oh. very-
insults. I want a magical gun.
Insults.
A magical gun that knows things about people personally. That
And it
hurts
just
them.
hits them right in their brain.
Like, it's just like, and it'll say it out loud so everyone can hear it. Be
And
like,
it cripples them.
your corduroy shirt's ugly, and like something like that. As soon as you pull the trigger, and then it just harms them. That's the worst kind of harm. You can break my body, but my feelings.
A lot of people in the comments don't like that corduroy shirt.
Really?
either.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
no!
so sorry. I was just
actually
kidding.
like. I was
It
totally.
jokes.
I was making fun of Will, not you.
I bought
Will
that
looks like a
shirt.
bear.
And I wasn't
turned it
sure
around
about
on
whether or
you.
not it looked good on me, but a lot of people don't seem to like it.
Oh, that got real.
It's been hanging in my closet. All my other shirts are at the dry cleaners.
You've never worn it
I
again.
Lonely.
instead decided to just steam this one instead of putting that one on because I'm really self-conscious about how people think about me in that shirt.
It's done. What's in your gun?
Cats.
As a weapon?
Yeah, have you ever seen that Family Guy episode where the mayor goes around and has like a cat cannon?
It's a cat crossbow.
And he like shoots the cats like
It's a
towards
cat
the windows and the people,
crossfire.
and they scratch them.
Oh,
And
I
they're
think
like,
I have seen
"Wait!"
that. Yeah, that
And then
sounds
they
like
run
cats.
away. And then he follows them. He's like, I gotta catch all my cats.
You be the
One of
cat
my
lady.
favorite
Yeah.
cat bits from Family Guy was his cat lawyer, Meowsy McDermott.
Oh, really?
You've got to be kidding me.
Isn't
That's
that
his
funny?
cat.
Oh!
I
It's
just
so
realized, isn't the mayor from Family Guy Adam West?
It is.
Yes.
It's
Who
really
also-
Adam West. It's actually Adam
Yeah,
West.
who
Yes.
also plays Catman on Fairly Odd Parents.
That's true because he was Batman back in the 60s.
Yeah, so he
plays Catman?
he plays a guy named Catman, and
That's amazing.
so he's always the Catman no matter where he goes.
He loves the jokes.
Or maybe he loves cats and jokes
Guys?
about cats. You feeling a little alright?
Why don't people like my shirt, guys?
It's because it's ugly.
We
It's-
like it. No, we.
I mean, no,
like
it's a
it.
great shirt.
We like it.
Only
It looks
on you
good.
though. You're the only person in the
You're the
whole
only
world.
one that could pull it off.
If anybody, if
Only you.
if 10 years ago someone
Yeah.
said who could pull off a corduroy shirt, I would have had like a gesticulation in my brain, and it would have been like Matt Lieberman.
That sounds painful.
It would have been. I
Gesticulation.
might have died right after.
It's like an Uber
It's
aneurysm.
like, oh, Matt Lieberman.
Oh.
Yeah, yep.
I'm gonna go scoot a little bit this way.
That reminds me of my home life. Yeah. Corduroy looks good on you.
Thank you guys for watching Table Talk. You can all submit your questions to the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, Reddit/r/SourceFed. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to our friends at Full Sail University for sponsoring this episode. Go to fullsail.edu/SFNerd. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Reina Scully.
And I'm William Haynes.
Bye.
Bye.
We're supposed to harmonize.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.